What's up guys, it's Seth. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you a bunch of ideas for ways Clash of Clans could improve base building, some new ideas for organizing and sharing bases, and some new base building features. So first I'm going to show you a few ideas for ways they can improve the actual layout editor when you're editing your base, so more convenience so you can edit faster and easier. And then I'm going to show you a couple of Reddit posts that I saw, which were some really good ideas for sharing and organizing your bases. And then I'm going to show you some ideas that I have for new features Clash of Clans could add to make some new different bases and just make it more fun. So Brawl Stars recently added the beta version of a map maker into Brawl Stars, and it has some cool features which I think would work well in the Clash of Clans layout editor. The first thing that I think would work well is the ability to mirror any walls that you're putting down horizontally, vertically, or both ways. So if you want to mirror the walls you're putting down perfectly, you can select whether you want to mirror horizontally, vertically, or both ways. So it'd be useful if you're trying to make a perfect square and you want all the rows equally distant from the center. Then you could select to mirror horizontally and vertically, and you can make that square perfect. It's also really good for making compartments with walls the same distance from the center, and the list goes on and on. You could line up walls evenly all around the base. So I think this feature would work really well in the layout editor to just make things go a lot faster and more convenient, so that way you don't have to keep moving walls around until you get them perfectly aligned and perfectly centered on the base. It would just make things go a lot more smoothly, so I definitely think this should be added to the layout editor. A problem I have sometimes when I'm making a progress base for one of my villages where I just upgraded the town hall is when I'm putting buildings down, I don't know which buildings are maxed for that town hall and which ones I still need to upgrade. So I'll put the walls right in the middle of the base, and I'll put the max buildings on the top and the buildings I still need to upgrade below them. But I don't know where to put which buildings. I have to go out of the layout editor and check which buildings need to be upgraded or if they're maxed, and then I go back and put them on the correct side. But I think it would be cool if there was just a little change to all the little icons for each building, and if it's maxed, then it just has a little word that says max below it. And that way you can put that on the top side, and then everything that doesn't say maxed, you just put it on the bottom side, and that would just make building a progress base go a lot quicker and smoother. And so this is a really small, simple change that I think would make the layout editor just a lot better. The final thing I think should be added to the layout editor is the ability to select a certain portion of the base and only move that part. Because the only option right now is to select everything and move everything in the same direction. But sometimes I build a whole compartment with a bunch of buildings inside it, and it's a couple tiles off, and I don't want to have to move every single wall and every single defense and building individually. So if I could just highlight that portion of the base and move them all together and then deselect and go back to editing everything else, that would be really nice. So I don't know exactly how that would work, but I think that would be a great addition to it. And again, it would make everything go quicker and just more smooth and convenient. So now I want to go over a couple Reddit posts that I saw, which I thought were really good ideas. This was the first post. So when you share a layout to your clan chat, there's no ability to see what layout you're copying. You have to copy it, it'll take you to your base editor, and then you click which base you want to switch it out with, and then you can go and see it. But it would be nice if you had a little preview of it before you go and copy it. This would be really nice, especially if there's a lot of people sharing bases in your clan. That way you can go through and quickly see which one you want to copy, and then you can go ahead and copy it to your bases and switch it out with the correct base. So this would be a really nice addition, and it's pretty simple because there's a feature already like this in the game. If you go to someone's profile, there's a little icon next to their town hall where you can see what their base looks like. So it would be basically that, just in the clan chat. The next Reddit post was, in your layout editor menu, you will be able to name the bases that you've built. So if you have multiple war bases or multiple home villages, you can name them all. So if you had a progress base, you would name that your progress base. You could have your farming base, you could have your trophy pushing base, and then for war bases, you could have all your anti-Yeti, anti-hybrid, etc., all those different bases, and you could just name them so you could keep them all sorted and remember which ones are which. So this would be a really cool idea that could be added into the game pretty easily. So now I want to talk about an idea that I have for a new feature Clash of Clans could add. So it would be really cool if you could make maps like the Goblin maps, where you would have unlimited walls and defenses and buildings you could put onto the maps. Like on some Goblin maps, there's like 10 Eagle artilleries and a ton of walls and expos and stuff. It would be really cool if you could have some things that are on the Goblin maps, like this little building in the middle where it spawns a bunch of troops out of, and also on the other Goblin map where there's little shrink spells around the outside of the base. That would be really cool if they had special buildings like that. And so you could make these bases, you could have tons of walls, whatever you wanted, and then you could attack the base and just have fun building bases. Maybe eventually you could share them to the chat as a challenge so your other clan mates could attack these bases. But I think this would be really fun. At first, I was thinking that Clash of Clans wouldn't want to add a feature like this because they like this game to be a multiplayer game, and if they had this in the game, a lot of players would just spend their time making maps and attacking them themselves and not really interacting with their clan. But if they had the ability to share their bases to the clan chat so the rest of the clan could attack them, I think that would add a whole new way that clan mates could interact with each other, and I think it would be a really great thing for the game. They can make a bunch of fun bases for their clan mates to attack, and with unlimited things you could add on the base, it would just be a really cool feature. So I do think this would be a cool thing to add to Clash of Clans. And one final thing is related to friendly attacks. It would be nice if you could attack in a friendly attack with max troops for your town hall, just so you could test out which troops you think you want to upgrade in your lab. I know this was mentioned in Judo Sloth's video where he had some new update ideas that they could add, some quality of life changes. So this would be nice, just so you could test which troops you want to upgrade if you're a new town hall and you're not sure which troops are strong or which troops you would want to use. But it would be cool if you could turn that on and off, whether you want to use max troops or non-max troops for friendly attacks. So those are all my ideas for ways Clash of Clans could improve base building and layout editing. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos, and click the like button. And also, if you know someone who might like this video, you can go ahead and share it. I'll have a link in the description to do that. Also, comment down below if you have any ideas of ways Clash of Clans could improve base building. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.